Survival information and motivation. Remember, I'm here to inspire, motivate, and inform you to what's going on. Not to get you scared or anything, but it's just crazy times out there. Last week, Texas, Dallas, or was it Dallas? Well, Texas, flash floods, up to like 3 feet of water, just out of nowhere. DC, it happened like about a month or two ago. Just be ready and prepare for anything to happen. Bug out bags or just your daily ADC, everyday carry bags. Make sure you have everything you might need and more. Just in case you're one of those people that got stuck on the highway, had to climb out your car because the water was so high and you had to stand there and wait for help. What did you have? Did you have your bag that you at least grabbed out the trunk or the back seat with some granola bars or a poncho because it's still raining to keep dry, a walkie-talkie maybe to speak to a spouse or a loved one to let them know what's going on? It's real out there. It's serious. Then protests all around the world. Egypt just had some protests against their government. Not quite sure what's the exact deal, but hey, just like everyone else, everyone's protesting. Hong Kong, China, they're still protesting. Its world is just falling apart. Indonesia, their skies was lit bright fire red, like end of the world bright fire red because of some forest fires that they had. And what's up with the Brazil forest fires? Don't hear anything about that anymore. What about the Bahamas? They said thousands are dead, but I guess it's just not interesting anymore. Thousands are dead. They said they have some places, because it's an island, like 4 feet of water. They said sharks is right there on the island now because some of the water is submerged. Some of the island is submerged. But these are reports that we're not hearing about. But the topic I want to talk to you about is sex tonight. Sexual abuse, sexual trafficking, human trafficking. It's been happening since the beginning of time. Jeffrey Epstein, he was the guy that was going to bring down so many of these elite, rich, powerful people. But he ended up killing himself after coming off a suicide watch in a federal jail, right? Yeah, anyway, think about all the people that he was protecting. It goes really far. That's why you wonder sometimes why, these rapists get a slap on the wrist. They go into protective custody. They're able to come out and live a pretty normal life to a certain extent. It's crazy because it's accepted, unfortunately, in our society. The rich and the powerful like doing sick, demonic, sadistic things, and that has to do with underage or just. Oh, matter of fact, the case with the guy. He's just like the third person that overdosed at his house, and he likes to take young black guys that's like druggies or whatever they said, and made like 3 people overdose or just died at his house. Like, that's not strange to you? Like, y'all people killed. Excuse me. Well, all right, back on topic. Pay attention to what's going on. Get one of those apps and that tells you, sex offenders in your neighborhood, because that guy that you're talking to while you're walking your doggy that's really nice, he might be a sexual offender. You have your children, speak to your children, let them know what's going on, not trying to scare them, but let them be aware. Have some type of protocols if they are being followed home. Walk with them to the bus stop. It just hit me last night, really, because it's like, I always hear things about it, but the amount of people that's accused, and not saying that they're guilty, but like you had that Hollywood producer, whatever his name was, the guy that looked like Jabba the Hutt. He settled out of court for how many millions of dollars? And it wasn't even his money, it was the studio's money. So, I mean, it didn't hurt him, it was the insurance, the studio's insurance money that he paid out to all these sexual victims that he allegedly assaulted. It's crazy out there. Just pay attention. I say freedom forever. It's for a reason. You have to keep your mind free from all the BS and all the negativity and pay attention and focus on surviving as well as protecting yourself. And yes, Second Amendment all day. Georgia, somebody ran up in a guy's house, 3 teens, and he shot and killed, like, I think it was 2 or 3 of them. In the event, he defended himself. And people say, why you need high capacity magazines? 3 people may not seem like a lot. And you could have a gun with 8 rounds or 10 rounds. It's not like the movies. One shot doesn't disintegrate them. Especially if they're tanked up or high on something, you might need 5 or 6 shots per person. So thanks for tuning in. Second Amendment, we're going to talk about it some more because they're not telling you the whole story. We out.